Hello. Hi there, Priestess Maya. Nice to see you, Angelia. Hi there. Good morning, Josiah. Josiah's here cackling, ready for Baba Yaga. We are in the month of the Wild Witch. Hello, Pinchikwa. Nice to see you today. Um, we are going to be working this month with this deck by Danielle Dulski, which is called the Sacred Hags Oracle Visionary Guidance for Dreamers, Witches, and Wild Hearts. I love the name of this deck. I love the vibe of this deck. When I, first got it, I knew it was going to go to Baba Yaga's month. So here we are. And if you would decide you'd like to get this deck, here's what it looks like. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Mary Beth. All the hags are showing up today. Hags before stags. There's a really funny article about Baba Yaga. It says hags before stags, does before bros. So we are going to be working with her today and this whole month. Oh, hi, Marvell. Happy that you're having a beautiful day. Hi, Natalie Rose. Today we're entering into the forest. We're going into the realm of Baba Yaga. And Baba Yaga has some really interesting representations and meanings for us, especially for women right now. Namely, Baba Yaga lives her life completely independent. Hi there. Aisling has posted a chicken emoji for her chicken-footed hut. Wow, I'm so excited to see how many people are showing up for Baba Yaga today. She's excited too. Her nose, her long nose, and her iron teeth and her sharp ears are alert, and she is with us. And one of the things that Baba Yaga represents is it's said that she devours children. And I want to unpack that a little bit. First of all, once in a meditation, I was actually at Aisling's house. And we did this meditation and we made these candles, and it was a very powerful evening. I was doing this meditation with Baba Yaga, and she said, "You say that I eat children, but actually that's not correct. I eat all of you." And I was able to see that the metaphor for her eating children is really kind of multi-layered. It is the fact that all of us will one day meet her in her fearsome form as she, opens the door to the other world for us as we leave this life. It also represents the high rate of infant and child mortality of the culture of origin and the time period in which she originates. It also represents, in a way, the death of our childlike innocence when we're forced to confront things in the world that we might find difficult or that we might find painful to acknowledge. So, in all of these different aspects, Baba Yaga is here. She's fierce. She's not going anywhere. She's never going to abandon us as we cultivate wisdom. She will be there for and with us. And she is also, I would argue, the inventor of birth control and contraception and morning after pills, because she is the one who is the herbalist. So in a civilization of people who, before other forms of chemical birth control were invented, the Baba Yaga, the bony-legged one who lives in the hut at the edge of the village, who is the midwife, who is the herbalist, who is the birth doula, as well as the death doula. She is that guardian at the crossroads of life and death. She is the one with the potions, and she is also the one with the birth control and the morning after pill of its day, of its era. So I feel that, she's showing up right now. It's very timely for us to be working with her. It's always a good time to work with Baba Yaga. She is there either way. But I do feel that this particular historic moment is a good time for us to be working with her. This is the month in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple of the, and bonsai gives the horns of approval. In the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple, this is the month of the moon over hot stones. And the moon over hot stones is a metaphor for how we channel our anger, how we channel our intense emotions. It's a metaphor for the fire that we carry within and the energy that we have inherently that helps us to create foundational change in this world. So let's get into it. I have a chant. Some of you might remember it from years past. And Angelia says, time for all hags to unite. Yes. Let's do this chant, and you'll know it by the end of the month. We're going to just do it once a day. So I wrote this. This is my chant for her. Crone mother, bone mother, healer, seer, witch, secret keeper, screech owl, mighty wolf bitch, Baba Yaga bright dawn, Baba Yaga red sun, Baba Yaga midnight, Baba Yaga black sky woman, keep me safe within your sight, keep me on the path of right. And now let's find out from our Sacred Hags Oracle what is the opening salvo of our month's messages from Baba Yaga. I personally feel close to Baba Yaga, have for my whole life because of my Slavic ancestry, but also just because of my way of being in the world. I'm a direct communicator. I kind of am have worked really hard to get to the point where I don't really take a lot of BS from anybody. And our card today is the season of spice and hearth. And the main word for this card is death. Death, and it says, grandmother speaks. Death is never the end, of course, but even so, no one has ever escaped the reaper's gaze. Why the fear then? Why the refusal to know what awaits us all? Think of all the small deaths you have experienced in your life. Relationships die, masks fall from our faces, our beloved creatures go into the ground. This is the way of it. Befriending the word death is an immense source of power. To walk with death is radical. It is a chin raised to those who would have us be terrified and malleable. If you hold hands with both the feeling flesh and the promise of this body's demise, you are surely living your best life. We are creatures immensely capable of seeing beauty, feeling love, all while understanding that someday we will find ourselves at the door of death, just as the babe finds itself inevitably pushed from the warmth of the womb. This is so relevant for me because I am in the process of creating and will likely launch in January a one-year program for people who want to become doulas of the mysteries of life and death and everything in between. How we can help to support people across these important thresholds. And I know we have a couple of end-of-life doulas here in our practice. Priestess Maya says, I'm friends with death, all right. Priestess Maya is an end-of-life doula. Aisling knows very well the road of caring, especially for sacred creatures, but also for people. She has a plant at her house that she inherited from someone who passed on. And she didn't even really know that person very well, but she took on his plant. And she has helped many animals cross over. And Priestess Mary Beth is saying, sign me up. I think that many of us have intuitive understanding about what it means to be present for the thresholds of life and death. But I think that there's a lot of misinformation out there. And there's also a lot of uncertainty about where to find our power and our agency in priestessing those thresholds. So this has been something that's been calling to me for the better part of the year, People have been asking me if I would create something like this. I myself have undertaken both postpartum doula and death doula training, as well as just having been as a priestess, a support to many different people on that journey. So very interesting that this would come up right now. So of course, watch this space for more info. But I do feel that Baba Yaga has the message for us all to be the friend of death. And good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you for your kind greeting. Hi, Rowan. The, to be the priestess of death, to be the one who is there for people at their untouchable times in life. And those untouchable times are the times when there's pain, when there's sorrow, when there's grief, when there's loss, when there's bodily fluids and discomfort, when there's suffering and there's no antidote. To be that person is to cultivate a certain unflinchingness that then does set you apart from the rest of normal society with all of their aversions to pain. When you are willing to stand unflinchingly with someone's pain, to not let it scare you away or make you aversive, when you're also willing to set the boundaries that say, I know that I'm not the savior here, I'm not the rescuer here, I'm the companion, I'm the comfort, I'm the compassion here, you begin to see things differently than how we are shown to see things by the media and often by our social mores. Our American social and cultural mores tend to lean in the direction of positivity, which can become toxic positivity, end up leaning in the direction of hope, which can sometimes make people feel that we are naive to what's really going on. It can sometimes leave us feeling lonely to be the one who has to be the voice of reason in a space where people are just enthusiastically piling on to an idea without having considered its implications, and where it's our job to say, hang on, can we pause a moment here for some sensitivity? Can we pause a moment here for some reflection? To be the person who says, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but what we're doing actually has profound effects on children and on those who are impoverished. Or to be the one who stands there and says, hey, yeah, this is a fun vacation destination, but can we take a moment to acknowledge all the blood that was spilled before these resorts were built? To be that person in the world is to be a Baba Yaga. And it's not like the most popular kid on the block. Good morning, Gary. Thanks for greeting me. You're kind of the one who's like, excuse me, uncomfortable content incoming, but super relevant and necessary. Or to be the one who says, I'm not sure I can just go along with this without allowing myself some space for critique. And so people look at Baba Yaga and they're afraid of her. Why are they afraid of her? They're afraid of her because she is that unflinching nature. She is that one who just holds your gaze, looks you in the eye, and is like, yeah, no, this isn't okay. And just doesn't look away. She's the one who, if somebody comes and says, well, for the 10th time, the guy in my life has done this, she's the one who says, this is the 10th time you've told me this, and I have to tell you, my sister, he's abusing you. It's a scary place to be because people don't often want to hear this level of unfettered truth, of unflinching truth. But the only way that we're going to get anything accomplished is if we stand in this type of truth. We have to stand in the truth that says, no, the environment is suffering. We have to stand in the truth that says, no, female-bodied persons are unduly regulated by unjust law. We have to be the ones who stand in the truth that says, no, there is no profit in the pain of another. So let's put on our chicken boots and get out there and be truth tellers this month. Moon over hot stones. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And when you are that person in someone's life, if eventually they can come to appreciate the truth that you wield, you will become a reliable person for them to turn to when they have something that they feel so scared of or so ashamed of that they're not willing to talk to others. And in this, you can be that truth teller who helps them, who cheers them on, who champions them, who is there for them, and who they know will never judge or shame them for the vast pain of the human experience that is eminently relatable for all of us. So while, yeah, we might not talk about all of it in public, be the person that people can talk about all of it with. And you will be, in a way, that doula in the world. Unflinching. And we're going to have so many other layers of Baba Yaga that are going to reveal themselves this month. We've got her sexual energy. We've got her energy of laughter. We've got her herbalism and getting time to set up our potions for the coming winter. Gotta say, get out there, harvest your herbs, get your, alcohol or vinegar ready. It's time to set up the potions because they need to brew for a couple of months. So they'll be potent when you need them. And in fact, at the end of this month, when I get back to California, I'll be doing a Baba Yaga broadcast. I'll do it on Facebook too, from the Mount Shasta community, the Welcome Om community house in Mount Shasta. And we're going to be making a winter wellness tincture. So I'll be sharing about that more. It's going to be, I think, on the 23rd of July. So, just watch this space and I'll put the notes of things that you're going to need to get if you want to follow along at home. And if you can come in person to Mount Shasta, then I will be providing the jars and the herbs and the alcohol and the vinegar and the things that we need to make this tincture. It's just going to be a warming winter wellness tincture that's really good for keeping your circulation flowing, for cleaning out impurities and stagnation. And so lots of elements of Baba Yaga waiting for us this month. Thank you so much for showing up for her on this first day. She's super excited about it, and so am I. And now that's our short bit, if that's what you were here for. But let's get into Guanyin practice. And I just want to say a word about this. Some people might think, well, how are you going to honor Baba Yaga and all of that kind of energy and then turn to Guanyin? It's like, but the reality is that Guanyin does her compassion in her way and Baba Yaga does her compassion in her way. They're not separate. They're one flowing compassion that just takes different forms. So where Guanyin is the one who watches over and protects all of the children of the world, Baba Yaga is the one who says, I will help you to have contraception. I will help you to have abortion if that's what you need, which is its own form of protection. So, all right, let's dive in. 3 prostrations before the shrine of Guanyin. With a little tiny traveling altar of Guanyin. And let's take refuge. Namo Gurube. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention. And I got to tell you, I have so many friends and people in my world who have COVID right now. So we're going to send this out to them today, to everyone who's surprisingly, unhappily contracted COVID in the last couple of weeks, that they'll have swift relief, and that as this virus moves through their bodies, it continues to weaken, diminish, and become less and less effective at causing any lingering discomfort, so that it basically boils itself down to just being something like the cold. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guanxi Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Sorry, this flame hasn't gone out. There we go. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, calling out to the one who is the water to all of Baba Yaga's fire, but both of them elements of the same world. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. 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 Namo Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan 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 Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. And our prayer to Yeshit Sogyal. Ying Chuktaki Somo Kachansa, Dusum Kunjempe Majungeki, Sangso Dupo Dechen Sogyalmar, Sowa Debso Chuktun Nudrup, So, Mother of Space, Foremost of Dakinis, Lady Karchanza, Gatherer of the vast secret treasury of Padmakara, Knower of all, past, present, and future, Mother Sogyal, Great Bliss Queen, to you we pray. Grant us cities, ordinary and supreme. Ying Chuktaki Somo Karchanza, Dusum Kunchempe Majungeki, Sangso Dupo Dechen So Gyalmar, So Wadeb So Chuktun Nudrup So. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out our energy of these recitations to everyone who's struggling with COVID right now. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom, and may they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechin Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of supreme bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxian Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a really great day, great weekend. Go ahead and let that hearth fire of Baba Yaga, over which she brews her potions, bubble up within you. And we'll be back on Monday. Take care.